Hi everybody, it's Monday on the Den and you got just me again. Hello! Hi everybody, so it's another week here on the Den. I'm up to my own devices, the boys are busy, and it's Steve's birthday this weekend. So I decided to make him some treats. So instead of just doing your regular old cake, I decided to have some fun with it. We're going to play a little game called Cupcake Roulette. Now, I found a very interesting cupcake recipe online that I think would be a lot of fun. And I have to give credit to the blog Love and Olive Oil for this because this is fantastic. I didn't think these flavors would work. And you know what? It actually turned out to be pretty delicious. And not really so much of a game, but it's still kind of a surprise. So what we're making is wasabi cupcakes. You're probably thinking now, ugh. But trust me, no, they were absolutely delicious. And you wouldn't think that the heat would actually be kind of mellowed out by some of the baking, but it actually was. So you know what? It's actually a pretty nice treat. So I'm just going to show you the recipe. I've got my green screen behind me, so I'm just going to put myself in the video here and show you how it's made. Alright, so the main things you are going to need for this recipe is you're going to need 1 cup of flour. You need 1/3 of a cup of canola oil, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, 1/4 cup of ginger. You need some sugar. You're going to need some coconut milk as well, but 1 cup. For the sugar, it's 3/4 of a cup. So first, you're going to get a brand new clean bowl, and I'm going to go stand to the side and look at how to make this here for you. Okay, I'm standing off to the side, and here I go. I am down here. So first, you're going to put your cup of coconut oil. And make sure that you do get absolutely everything out of that because you don't want to waste any product with this. And if you work in a kitchen, your chef's going to get mad at you for wasting food. So, yeah. So after a fade, I'm going to put my 3/4 cup of sugar in there and the 1/3 of a cup of canola oil. Look at how that's mixing in there. Again, don't forget to scoop absolutely everything out. So, of course, you're going to need to put some vanilla extract in there. It's just 1 teaspoon. Yes, I'm cheap. I get my baking goods at Giant Tiger. It works just as good as some of the other stuff. And it's a bit more frugal. So just keep going there until it's all incorporated in there together. It should be a nice mix. So this kind of like replaces your eggs. So it's not really going to be a huge contaminated mess when you make this. So you're going to switch out your bowls. You have a cup of flour ready in this one. And to take off to the side. And there you're going to put 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder in there. And for baking soda, it's 3/4 of a teaspoon. Then next is going to be your baking powder, and that one is going to be just half a teaspoon, so we don't need to put too much of that in there. And I've always said before, baking is very much like kind of a science, so you want to make sure you get these measurements exact. Oh, and for ginger, just use the ground ginger. You can use fresh if you want, if you really want to go for that sushi place. And don't put the wasabi in yet, because what we're doing is we're going to make some that don't have wasabi in it, and that's kind of what we're playing roulette with it for. So some are not going to be so spicy, some aren't. Alright, so the ginger is going to be a total of 1/4 teaspoon. And don't forget salt, as I did that first time. The salt is going to be 1/4 teaspoon as well. I always go for sea salt just because I love the flavor of it. So when you're going to make a well in the middle there, after it's all kind of sifted together and all mixed all good, and then what you're going to be doing then is you're going to be putting in your wet ingredients. There we go. I don't know why you had to make the well, the recipe called for it, but because it's just going to overflow anyways, but I love the recipe. Look at that. And soon that is going to be fade into a thing of beauty. Look at it go. So that's your cake batter right there. So once we do a little bit of tidying up here, we're gonna start putting that away. So this is the first batch. First batch does not have the wasabi in it. So it's gonna be 3 tablespoons in each cup. And that will fill it up perfectly to 2/3 of a cup. All you need for a cup for a cupcake of this size. So there we go, that's one done. Now when you're baking this, it's 350 degrees and bake for about 20 minutes. So we're gonna do the second batch now, and this is where the evil comes in. So this stuff is actually pretty cheap. It's $1.50 for that box, Canadian, probably cheaper elsewhere. And what we are gonna do is we're just gonna put a tablespoon of the wasabi into the chocolate mix and then mix it all together. Now I did taste the batter here. The batter had a very pungent, very hot, very kick your ass kind of flavor into it at first. The baking really kind of mellowed it out. So you just mix it all in there. And then you just do the same. You just scoop it up. 3 scoops, 3 scoops, a tablespoon each. I didn't have enough to make it even 12, so you get that little thing right there that's not really so full, but I tried. Oh, I tried. But again, 350 degrees, bake for about 20 minutes. So now, the ginger frosting. So I toyed with the idea of making a wasabi frosting, but no, that is just evil. So first you're gonna cream about 1/2 cup of butter. And you're gonna put 2 cups of icing sugar in that as well. Patiently. And I had to make heavy cream for this one. So that's 1/4 cup of melted butter and 1/2 cup of milk. You just kind of mix it together with a lot of patience. And then that kind of works as a good substitute for heavy cream. I recommend just buying the heavy cream. So another teaspoon of vanilla extract. Another 1/4 cup of not 1/4 cup, but another 1/4 teaspoon of the ground ginger, and just mix it all together. If you're finding it a bit dry, put some more heavy cream into it, just kind of soften it up a bit. And then voila, you've got your frosting. And I just made a mess. So there you go. Look at these beauties. I put it like this way purposely to kind of make it look like when you get wasabi at a sushi place. So,
happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, me.
All right, and we have a cubby who is getting blocked out by the light.
Being blocked out.
It's dark.
Oh.
You have a silhouette. So, guys, which cupcakes are which?
The ones on the red plate are the spicy ones.
Yes.
And the ones on the white plate are the non-spicy ones.
Yes, that's for you, Greg.
There you go.
So Derek and I can split 5 cupcakes.
Oh, I'll have some of the other ones
have
too.
6 cupcakes.
Sounds about fair.
I think everyone's happy with this arrangement.
Yeah, there wasn't enough to make it even 12 in the batter.
It's okay.
Yeah, so dig
There's tons
in.
of leftover frosting though. I'm gonna eat that later.
Yeah, dig in.
Okay, I see. We're live streaming my cupcake eating.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, Greg is wearing pants. You just can't see them.
No, I'm not.
Your
Why you lie?
underwear.
Oh, yes.
Pants in the UK.
Hey,
Did it work?
it worked.
Oh, sweet. Cubby, how's the non-spicy variety?
I like my chocolate ginger cupcake.
Yes. All right, that is a success
I
for
like
me.
my chocolate ginger wasabi spicy.
All right, Greg, you want to close up the video?
As always, like, share, and subscribe. Tune into the rest of the guys' video this week to see what the hell they talk about. Have yourselves a great week.